Welcome back, guys, to another unboxing. Yes, I know I haven't done an unboxing for a long time, but it's because of the coronavirus and it's because I haven't bought anything new. But I got a Lenovo laptop. They haven't sponsored me. They didn't tell me to open one or do an unboxing for them. Personally, went to a store. I don't. If you're local, then you will know there is the red, black, and yellow stores. Where you can buy like phones and smartphones, tablets, and laptops also. So I went to the yellow store and went to go get one there. Bought one there, and basically, it's not a sponsored video from the yellow store, but I have bought it from the yellow store, and this is one of the laptops what they actually sell, what's in the store. It is a Lenovo. Is it? Um, it's the Lenovo i5. Um, so there's an i5 processor in. Hopefully you guys can actually hear me a little bit clearer. I am moving the mic also around, so if it does sound like the sound is far away or so, then it's just because on how I place the mic or so, or it's just actually the room what I'm in, it's kind of hollow. I must still get that other stuff what you put on the walls, but this is the Lenovo. It is the Lenovo Ideapad um, S145. That's the one what they're selling in the shops. Um, I'll try and find if there is shops with actually selling this type of Lenovo. I'll try and find the shops and I'll try and link the links in below, or you can just put in Lenovo Ideapad um, S145 onto your search engine. So that depends if you're using Apple or if you're using Windows or if you're using just the Android phone. So you can put that in and you'll find the laptop. Um, I'm not sure how much is it going for cash, because basically I didn't check how much was it going for cash. But yeah, you can get this by the yellow store. And again, they're not sponsoring me. If you are someone who's wondering if I'm getting sponsored by the different people, I will say exactly. But yeah, let's go into the unboxing of this and show you guys what you get all in the Lenovo um, S145 laptop. So yeah, okay guys. So basically, this is the laptop. Um, I have checked if the items of the laptop is um, in. So um, the power supply, the uh, the laptop obviously, and some of the other items in the laptop is there, and it doesn't switch on because the battery is still flat. I haven't charged it or anything, so I will check that if it is working or so. I'm not sure entirely if uh, if the what is it called, if the I completely forgot. But anyway, this is the one side of the laptop. I know the camera is not picking it up so clearly. I am using a webcam, so if it does seem a little bit misty or powdery, it's because it's the webcam. So, and in the link below or that side, there will be a notification which will pop up, and that will actually tell you what kind of webcam am I using. It is a Logitech, but I can't remember what one. So yeah, back to the Lenovo. This is the one side of the box. Okay, on this side there was details like the IME and stuff is on this side, so I had to cover it up. On this side, there's just that. So you guys don't really need to know about that. And this is the specs of the laptop. So the camera's not picking it up properly, but what it says on the cover or on this white thing, it says CPU Intel i5 laptop, 4 gigs of RAM. So there's only 4 gigs in this laptop, and it is the 2020 year. So it's not the 2020 model, but it's in this year is 2020. It has 1 terabyte storage hard drive. It's not a SSD, it's a mechanical normal hard drive. Battery cell, 2 cell, I don't know what's that. It's a 15.6 inch HD TN panel. So it's a high definition panel, but it's a TN panel. Obviously it's in black. Yeah, and it is a Lenovo Ideapad S145 laptop. So I can't show you guys all that information on there, but that is what I was reading, and it is a Intel processor. So as you guys can see there, Intel. But let's get into it and let's see what's the laptop looking like. So you get your power supply. So this is a new way of how Lenovo is actually getting this done. No, I don't know. I don't think this can turn, but as you guys can see, I was checking if this can turn or swivel or so, but it doesn't look like. This is the new style of brick. So instead of the long one, it is like this. What else? Yeah, so there's that. I can't exactly see what's the input of this. Okay, it's 100 by 20, not 24, 240 volts. This is the, let's see if we can get it. This is how the battery port look for charging. Okay, the webcam is being a bit weird, so it looks like that. It has a Velcro thing to tie if you want to tie your cable like this. I don't recommend keeping your cable like this. I recommend like leaving it loose so the power can flow easier, but it's also up to you guys if you want to have it like that. Yeah, this is the brick, so I'm gonna put this one side. So again, hand sanitizer. And let's get into the laptop itself. So it looks like that. The power supply was in there, so basically the charging brick, should I say, brick was in there. There's nothing in there, and there should be some manuals or so. Okay, so there's nothing in there. I'll put this over here so you guys can see that this is a Lenovo product what I actually am trying to review. I'll just get the cloth out. Okay, so you get the safety guide. Oops. the safety and warranty guide. So there's that. And then you get a Ideapad thing, so you guys can see that. And this is basically the setup, like on how you, like what's everything going on the laptop. This I would actually need, because I would actually have to tell you guys what's the different things. But besides that, you get some Windows thing. What is this? So as you guys can maybe see, that's Windows 10. This is single language home Windows 10. So if you are familiar, that is what you get. This styrofoam plastic is quite sturdy, so you do get like a good secure laptop. It does look thinner than the previous ones. That one side, that one side. Just want to put the cloth there so I don't scratch laptop. So it is also lighter. It's not as heavy as the previous laptops that I've been doing unboxing, and I've done also a RAM check or a RAM replacement. So for you guys would want to see, I hope that you guys can actually see this. So camera. So I'm gonna move a little bit closer. It is a gray finish. It looks a little darker in person, and it's very light. Oh, camera, what are you doing? There we go. It's a little bit lighter in person. I don't know why is my webcam going in and out every time. I know it's hurting your eyes, and I know it's also hurting my eyes, so I actually need to get me a other camera for this. But yeah, so the Lenovo sticker is on there. Before, the Lenovo thing used to be on this side or this side, I'm not quite sure. It is a, okay, it does, like, my hand is quite warm and not sweaty, but it's like warm in general. So as you guys can maybe see, handprints you can get on the laptop, so you technically will see that. But for some people it's not a issue. It can be a issue if you prefer to clean, but there's that. You get a, I think this is the charging point, yeah. So that all there is, wait, that hole there is not your charging point, but it is your, let me just see if I can get it closer. That is your, in this thing zoom, perfectly zoom. Okay, that is your headphone jack. I think that's just a notification light, and your SD card reader. As you guys can see, SD card reader. Unfortunately, I can't like show like very close because for some reason my webcam is not picking up the detail what I want to show you guys. Okay, the auto zoom is being weird. The other side is, okay, so this is what some people get confused, and when you're actually looking at it, when actually not when you're looking at it, but when you check on the different websites or in the different places, you get ones with type C. This one don't have type C. As you guys can see, there's no type C port, but there is one USB 2.0, which is on this side, a HDMI port, your power input, which you guys can't see. My hand is slipping. Okay, I think maybe that's better. Yeah. So you get your charging port, your LED notification, your HDMI, your USB. I think this is 2.0. Yeah, 2.0 and your 3.0. So 3.0. There's nothing further down that way, and this is where your laptop ends on this side. Your speakers is facing downwards, so there's your two speakers. This is the front part of it, your two speakers, which is at the bottom. So the sound will be bouncing off your table or off your lap. So if you are wondering like why is the sound sounding so muffled, and you may be sitting on like not sitting, but maybe you are sitting on a bed and you may be using it and the blanket is covering this part, your sound will be covered because this is where the two speakers are, and that's at the bottom. So I just need to turn that around. So this is basically how it looks. As you guys can see, there is a little bit fingerprints, that's of me, but obviously when you guys get it, you guys get the clean non-fingerprint laptop when you actually purchase one in the shop though. There is 4 rubber feet on each end, so you guys can actually have more stable when it's on a table or so. Okay, that's the information. As your ventilation for your laptop to breathe and push out hot air. Is there maybe no? So this is all in one. So it push out and take in. So I don't suggest having this laptop on a blanket or so, because this is the ventilation. So if I turn the laptop around, as you guys can see, the fingerprints, which is of me, as you can see. So you open it up, and this is a thing what most people do, is they open it up on the sides, which is very wrong because basically you're causing strain on the hinges. And I think this laptop has 1 bar hinge, so it's a little bit stronger than the single ones, which is 1 there, 1 there. I'm just guessing, I'm not sure, but yeah, so let's have a look this side. So before I take this thing off of the keypad, I actually want to show you guys how the screen looks. So if it does seem like shaky, it's just me. So if you look at the laptop, you can see there is a webcam which is on the end. It has 3 lights. It looks like 3 lights. I think one of it is the mic and the other one is not. You guys can see that's the webcam. That's the notification to tell you that your webcam is on, and I think this one and that one is for your microphone, your laptop's microphone. So if you look further down, it does have a matte finish, so as you guys can see, it's like not that clear where you can see hand movement and so on. The key layout for you guys, because I know you guys want to see that. The key layout is like that. The up and down buttons and left and right buttons. That's kind of weird for me because it's kind of small. It's more like the top key buttons, like this ones, but it's on here. So for those people that's actually intending to buy one, that is how the keys are up and down. At this, like, there is a little bit sound, but yeah. Um, this is the standard key layout. There is like a bump on this button, but I think they could have made this keys a little bit like the normal keys instead of having it like this. So and they could have moved the power button up there or so, or maybe even there, I don't know. So yeah, so there's that. This is the normal, I think I'll get the full key layout. The key layout is full, so it's not a half keyboard, even though the buttons is a little bit weird, which is the up and down. Some people find it a problem, some don't. But it does work perfectly fine. It's just you have to get used to the key layout. It has the escape button, everything is normal. The caps lock button has like a small LED light, but you can switch switches on there. I can't move the webcam further, so it is a i5, and there's some barcode thing what's on this side, but it is an i5. The trackpad, so there's that. The trackpad feel a little bit like more rough, not rough entirely, but it's a little bit like, it's smooth, but it's like grippable, so you won't have a problem with that. And then there's the stats of it. So if the camera could just, no camera. Okay, I really need to get me a new webcam or a camera for this unboxing, but it says here Ideapad S145. So if this camera can just hold up, I'm gonna put it a little bit closer. So so it does have Talby in it, two-side narrow bezel. So yeah, the edges of the laptop is quite narrow. It's very narrow though. I thought it was basically just a screen. A stylish design. Okay, that's what they say. Um, a quick tip on the laptop. This end part here, I don't know if I can show you guys. As you guys can see, there's like a lip what's there. This laptop closes completely. It doesn't have some rubber grommets on the side of the laptop. It's just complete closing. So this is basically the rubber grommet that's normally on the laptop, but it just closed completely. So there's no spaces in between. And yeah, I think it's a good section of what you guys can actually see. I'm actually trying to get closer to the point of where you guys might need to look at. And this is the bar though. I think there's a bar in here. So I'm taking it this is the bar where your screen like moves back and forth. I don't think it has like just 2 inches, which is one small space there and one small space there. I think this is the whole inch. Yeah, so basically this is all about the Lenovo S1 S1 S145. So as you guys can see, it is flushed close. I'm not keeping it like that. It's completely flushed all around the laptop. Um, and for those people that actually want to open it via one finger, you can't. You have to open it with two hands, so you can't open this with one finger or okay, so if I put you guys a little bit this way, that way, and put you guys like that, you will have to open it like that by pressing up on the screen and down on the laptop, and that's how you open the laptop. I know sometimes it's kind of annoying to open up a laptop like that, but that's the proper way what people say on the catalogs and the instructions on how to open up a laptop, instead of open it up on the side or this side or so. Yeah, that's also to keep your laptop in top shape, so you don't have to worry about your hinges breaking or so. I think it does have strong hinges also, so if you're wondering if it does have strong hinges, I think it does have. Yeah, I just actually need to find out if that is all. Yeah, I think that is all. So it has a microphone, so I'm basically just reading off uh, the catalog thing, or the overview. Should say overview of it, because it's so small. So it has a microphone on top. I think it's on that side or both sides. It has, okay, so it has two microphones with two microphones. Three and one. Three and one. Okay, so 3 and 1, so this one and that one is the two microphones, so it will pick up your voice a little bit better than the usual. So that's in on the two sides, and then you have your webcam and your LED light. This is a wireless LAN Bluetooth antenna, so there is wireless, but that's what this doesn't have. So basically you can't put in a what is it called, I think, yeah, I think laptop got a bit weird. The battery died. Yeah, so you can't just put in a internet cable, like for example this. You can't just put in one of those cables. That's a Cat5 cable. You can't put in one of this. So there's no Cat5 connection on the sides. As you guys saw, I showed you guys the sides, and I'll show you guys again. So the one side has a what do you call it? A memory card slot on that side. So you just put your memory card in there and your headphone jack. And on this side, there's no Cat5 connections. So it's just the HDMI, the 2.0 USB, and the two 3.0 USB ports. So there's no Cat5 connection what you can put in. So like I said, there's S the SD card slot. So that side what I showed you, they were saying it's the memory card section. It's called a SD card slot. Obviously it has a screen, audio connector, Novo button. What's a Novo button? Okay, for those people that actually have a Lenovo, can you actually let me know what is a Novo button? It's supposed to be like the Lenovo port special button. I don't know. And that's about eight. Oh, it's this. I actually basically just figured it out now. That is that next to the headphone jack. Let's see if I can get you guys closer. That there on that point, that's the Novo button, and in the headphone jack. Come on, camera focus. That is the Novo point also, and the headphone jack, and obviously the SD card reader. So that's that. Touchpad, power LED light, and yeah. So when you do look at the specs, and if you Google search it, they'll tell you Gen 1 and 2.0. So basically, when they say Gen 1, USB 3.1, it's a better version of the original 3.1 USB. The ones with blue. I don't have any USB stuff. What's close by? What's blue? But I think I have one. No, that's grey. I don't know if you guys can see the flash drive. That blue. So when you plug into the USB section, then you will have a 3.0 connection. But basically this 3.0 will work much better in the two 3.1 connectors, or USBs should I say. It has a HDMI connector, so you can actually connect this laptop to your big screen TV, or you can connect it up to a monitor. It's not a special type of HDMI. I think it's just a normal HDMI, because even in the book it says HDMI. Charging light, where is the charging light? It says 15. Where are you? That's the light that's on next to the power source. So it is on this side. So that there, that white looking indicator, that is your power charging light. So that will change for either blue, red, green. I'm not sure what color it will be, but in your instruction manual they will tell you what's the colors. But I'm thinking that it will be like blue and then green and red if your laptop is like busy charging and it's like completely dead. And that's your power on button, well, power on indicator. So as you can see, there's not like a huge space in the laptop when it's closed. So yeah, this is basically like a overall of this Lenovo S145 laptop. Yeah, let's see if there's anything more. Yeah, I think that's about it. And obviously your charging brick. Hopefully you guys enjoy this video. Hopefully it actually helps when you're actually looking for the laptop or so. And this one was bought by the Yellow Store, should I say. I don't know if there is a shop called the Yellow Store, so if I do say the Yellow Store, if you're local, you'll know what shop I'm talking about. They are selling it in bundles and they are selling it separately. I went for the bundle, and you guys will see like the other unboxings. So it's the mouse and the modem, but that's only when you go for the bundle. And if you are watching this in the future, so or later in the year, I don't think the bundle will be there. If it is still there, it will be there. If it's not, it's not there. But this is the Lenovo Ideapad S145. And hopefully you guys actually enjoy this video. Hopefully it actually helped you decide if you want to go for this kind of laptop. Does it have enough USB ports? Because I know some people need a lot of USB ports because they have maybe a webcam, a USB keyboard, a USB mouse. They need it for flash drives, hard drives, and there's maybe 3 is not enough, and you need like a hub or so. That will be also part of the things what you might need in a laptop. But yeah, this is for me. It's a standard i5. They say it's 10th gen of the i5. I just need to close up something because I don't know if it is something. Yeah, so they say it's i5 8th gen. Here's a piece of page. Okay, I'm just gonna double layer it. And yeah, the reason why I'm actually covering it because there is rules what YouTube requires people to do, so I'm just trying to cover my end. So in order for you guys to see, it is the i5 10th gen Intel. It's not the Ryzen one, this is the i5 Intel one. So I know some people will be like wondering, come on camera, wondering what gen is it, and it is the i5 10th gen. So maybe there will be a 11th gen or so, I'm not sure. I don't know. I think there is, I think there isn't, I don't know. I'm just guessing. So yeah, this is the support, this section here. On top of the Intel Core i5 is the support thing. This laptop does have 4 gigs of RAM, but I don't know why they're giving the people or selling the people laptops with 4 gigs of RAM. If you take a look at your Windows 10 program, normally what they'll say, it takes 2 gigs of RAM or 4 gigs of RAM to run Windows 10. And for laptop companies to sell people the 4 gigs of RAM is being ridiculous. In my case, it's my opinion. So for me, it's just like, it's ridiculous, and just sell the laptops with 8 gigs of RAM, so the people can have a proper laptop. Even though it is, yes, it is the lower end version of it, but it is just the laptop. what you need. I mean, some people, they can't afford to buy the 8 gigs of RAM, but they really need a new laptop. And I think for a laptop company, I think 8 gigs of RAM to put that in is not gonna hurt that much, or it's gonna downscale the price range. Also, it's going to actually help the person who's gonna buy it. So that's my opinion on if the laptop must have 4 gigs or 8 gigs. But I'm more of someone who would say that sell a laptop with 8 gigs, because Windows 10 takes 2 gigs or 4 gigs of RAM. So for a laptop company to sell people um, laptops what's 8 gigs is quite good, but for those who's selling 4 gigs, I think it's a ripoff. Um, but yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Um, this cable is quite long, also. That's with all those rings and so on. The cable's quite long. I will actually have to unwrap it. So you guys actually do kind of see how long the thing is. I also don't want to let this thing fall, because I'm basically doing this on the edge. So yeah, but when you do buy this laptop, or not this one, but I mean one that's like this, let me know what you guys thought about it when you unboxed it. Because when I saw this laptop for the very first time, it looked very small, and when I put it next to the other laptops, it's actually the same, but it's just thinner. So it's thinner in the dimensions, and you guys can see this has quite, okay, this section here is where I'm going to put it there, and if I can keep it, and that is how long the cable is. It's quite long. I don't know how long. I mean, it's like on my end, it's like from your one end to your other end. If you stretch out like that. But this is cool. I like the small design of a power brick. It's very cool. I think it's a good idea, and companies should make it small. Um, but that probably means that they have to put more stuff inside. Um, yeah, and for some people it will have probably a problem with this type. You have to buy an adapter if your country don't have, or if your area or your place don't have this input, then you're gonna have to buy an adapter. But most of the time they do sell this bricks with the different countries, but basically they sell the one what plugs into the country, so you won't have to have an adapter to get your power. But yeah, I do hope that I cover most questions about the laptop, the Lenovo iPad, iPad, Ideapad, S145. I hope I did answer the questions and things what you might think that you might need to know. Yeah, and again, it doesn't have a Cat 5 input on the end, but it is Wi-Fi, there is Bluetooth, and yeah. The only thing what I'm like concerned about when it comes to the Bluetooth is, will that interfere with the wireless? Like some companies, I know that some companies put the wireless aerial thing here on the sides and around it, but will that interfere when you have the Bluetooth and the, the wireless connection on? um, but I recommend rather putting the depending on which one you're going to use first the one, then the other, instead of using both at the same time and maybe lose connection to your internet, or maybe lose connection to the Bluetooth device what you connected to. Like if you have Bluetooth headphones, it might lose that connection or so. But I don't think it would actually, because I think they made it more smarter than that. Um, but yeah, like and subscribe. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Always keep hand sanitizer or any cleaning products. Oh, I need to get more. Any cleaning products close by. And yeah, hopefully it's enjoyable for you guys to watch this video, and maybe you guys actually needed to know certain information about this. I will try and put as well. I try to answer as much questions as possible about this laptop. Um, yeah. Oh, and that's also another thing. It may look like it's a metal finish, but it's plastic. This whole laptop is plastic, so that is also another thing. If you guys are wondering, is it plastic or metal? It's plastic. That's a TN panel, and there is a matte finish. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Like and subscribe. Don't let anyone bring you down. Always try and stay positive, and you guys will see the next items. um, it will probably pop up on that side or that side, one of the sides. um, what I also got when I bought the bundle of this by the yellow store. So I know it doesn't look yellow because the camera done some weird changes, but yeah, I bought it from the yellow store. If you're local, you will know what I mean by that. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy your day, your evening, or your night whenever you guys get a chance to watch my video. I do appreciate those who's subscribing, liking, and viewing my videos, and it is a boost for me to get more things for you guys to see and ask about. And yeah, I enjoy reading comments from you guys. I do appreciate it. And stay safe out there. And yeah, cheers, guys.